Good evening, and welcome to the first annual Horror Movie Awards, brought to you by our show partner, Dubby Energy. We would ask now that all guests take their seats. The show is about to begin.
Okay guys, 2 minutes, still curtain up. You ready to go?
Right, look, this isn't a normal show. We've got a live audience. There's shit going on. We're going to have to move fast. We're going to need instant reactions. There's going to be heckling. There's going to be drunken behaviour. So there's some things you need to remember before we go out there, Mark, okay? You ready?
I'll do my best.
Okay, the difference between an ooh and an ah is 3 inches. Masturbation always leads to sex because it is a gateway tug. Vegans give better head as they're used to eating nuts. The difference between a dog and a fox is exactly 3 tequilas, and absolutely none of this matters because we're both married men.
Wow, that was a lot to digest.
It was. Are you ready to go out?
I think I need a minute.
Let's go out. Here we go.
My Dixie Wreck.
Guess we're ready for the show then. The writing is atrocious. Not a single joke come even close to remotely landing or being funny.
Get a little bit of gasoline. I'ma make it burn. I'ma make it burn. I'ma make it burn. I'ma make it burn.
I don't know why, but that is extremely interesting to me. I'm into that kind of thing.
Get to the chopper. Sorry.
I feel like we're so spoiled by the internet these days.
Thankfully, this does wrap up quite quickly.
Step back. You're gonna fuck up in a minute.
I'm gonna set your place on fire. Let's get higher.
How do you know about these people? And what the fuck is this pattern?
This effect made me want to die.
This couldn't make its mind up on what it wanted to be.
Get a little bit of gasoline. I'ma make it burn. I'ma make it burn. Let's go. I'ma make it burn. I'ma make it burn.
We would now like to welcome to the stage our hosts, the dynamic duo who entertain us every week on Horror Movie Review. Mark with his Buffy hate and Rob zombie love. And Scott, full of bad jokes and bad horror takes. It was short notice. They were the best we could get.
Well, that wasn't very nice of the voiceover team. Anyway, it's our first Horror Awards brought to you by Dubby Energy, the energy drink that gives you more and also gives you 10% off when you use code URUN10 at checkout. That's dubby.gg. Shameful plug, but there we go. 2022 gave us some fabulous horror movies. It gave us some utter trash as well. And tonight we recognise all of it. Everything. It's a cheap award ceremony. We're hosting it in an abandoned warehouse. What more did you expect from us? And also our sponsors, tight as fuck.
Yeah, they really should have splashed out a bit more for this.
Even like a tenner more. I put £18 of my own money behind the bar earlier, and Jim from Jim's Retro Emporium drunk that instantly.
Does that mean we have to pay for our own taxis home?
I'm walking because I can't afford a cab. Well, I tell you what, this award show is different because not only is the award winners picked by the listeners, but also the categories and the nominees. This is the only horror movie award that is completely run and controlled by everyone at home and some of the people here, because I'll be honest, there's some backhanders flying around. I may have changed some of the nominees because people asked me to.
You can't take tip-off without sharing it.
I'll share them later at the bar.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'll hold you to that.
Let's get into our first award.
Best Horror TV Show.
Well, that was fucking short and sweet. Off the stage and back on again. I didn't even have a chance to have a sip of my beer. Have you paid the voiceover people?
I thought you were paying the voice of other people.
No, you're paying them. I will sort it out later. They'll be fine.
You sure?
Yeah, they'll be cool.
I thought I told you to pay the voice of other people.
We'll sort it out. It'll be cool. Don't worry. The nominees are Wednesday,
Chucky.
All of Us Are Dead,
What We Do in the Shadows,
The Midnight Club,
and Stranger Things.
and the winner is
Stranger Things.
Now, unfortunately, none of the cast and crew can be with us tonight because they're currently filming season 5. Also, none of them responded to our invitations, but it's because they're busy.
You would think with the writer's strike going on at the moment, they'd have a bit more free time, wouldn't you?
You'd think so. So to collect their award, instead, we have the fabulous Skelly, or as you know her, Skellington Fan from Instagram.
Skellington Fan can be found on Instagram. Here she shares horror movie posts, Bill Skarsgård love, and of course, everything Jack Skellington, and The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Hi everyone, I am honoured to collect this award on behalf of Stranger Things. The series was a revolution into bringing a cast to life while creating a villain that is not only bad, but truly a horror icon in the making. Anyway, that'll be enough from me. I'm going to go head back to the bar and see if Bill Skarsgård's hanging out there. Thanks, guys.
I'm betting you now, £20, Skelly gets away with Bill Skarsgård tonight.
I reckon he's an easy layer.
I reckon. What are you saying about Skelly?
Oh, no. Sorry, Skelly, that wasn't... You twist everything.
She can't hear you. She's at the bar. Did you see her slap his ass as he went in? Big smile.
He was definitely eager.
Yeah, he was very keen. Anyway, up next is the first of 2 very self-indulgent awards, and this one is for
Scott's Worst Joke of the Year.
And the nominees are
Zombieland Double Tap, Sharknado 3, Terrifier 2, Halloween 4, Jack Frost 2. All of them.
And the winner is...
all of them.
Why does that not surprise me?
Well, people say that they're all bad. However, they all laugh and they all message every single week about the joke. So the listeners are just as much to blame as me. A huge thank you to all of you for suffering these, and to Mark, who suffers these on and off air. On a separate note, did you hear Leonardo DiCaprio refuses now to be associated with Titanic?
No.
Well, it's 26 years old. It's too old for him now.
That is something hit the best work.
Yeah.
Best Practical Effects.
And the nominees, the best practical effects are Christmas, Bloody Christmas,
Hellraiser,
X,
Terrifier 2,
Prayer,
and The Sadness. And the winner is...
Terrifier 2.
As if there was any doubt in my mind for a second.
No, I would be disappointed. There's a lot of great films on that list as well, but I would have been shocked if that didn't win.
Damien Leone is not here tonight. He's washing his hair. So instead, we have a fabulous reviewer here to collect his award, and that is Lumberjay Reviews. Well, it's not Lumberjay, it's Jay from Lumberjay Reviews. Jay, get your ass up here.
Lumberjay Reviews is an Instagram movie reviewer, covering not only horror, but also TV series and other genre movies. Jay likes long walks on the beach and is a fan of killer condoms.
So, unfortunately, Damien can't be here with us today, but luckily for you guys, I'm here instead. You're welcome. So, I would like to take this moment to thank everyone involved in this film for making it exactly what it was. A very questionable experience. Let's also not forget how amazing the practical effects was in this film. Personally, teeth and condoms seemed better, but hey, never mind. Again, one last thank you for this award and everyone who voted for it. Now back to the 2 lovely hosts that got me on the show to talk about condoms for 2 hours.
Well, looks like Jay's coming round to kill a condom after all, Mark. Must have had
Hallelujah.
Best Supporting Performance.
Sometimes the stars in a movie can shine bright, but the fact of it is, without the supporting performance, they can't do that. A star on his own or their own is just not good enough. Mark, who are the nominees?
The nominees are David Arquette from Scream 5, Jonica T. Gibbs, Fresh, Pete Davidson, Bodies, Courtney Cox, Scream 5, Keke Palmer, Nope, and A24 Alligator from X.
Now,
Did Alligator got a nomination?
yeah, is it wrong that I'm rooting for a prop to win? And the winner is Mr. David Arquette. Now, David can't be here to collect his award tonight. We wouldn't have got rejected from the Alligator from A24, though, would we?
No, I don't think so.
No.
Offer him a bit of steak, he'd have been well up for it.
So said to collect the award is a creator who has been linked with the You Run podcast for literally years now. Angel from Voices from the Mausoleum.
Voices from the Mausoleum is a YouTube account with more content than you can shake a stick at. Found footage, remakes, books. If it is horror, you can find it under Angel's umbrella.
David Arquette is absolutely gutted he could not be here to accept for Best Supporting Role in Scream 5. When I was first asked to accept this on his behalf, I knew there was nothing I could say to truly capture David's essence and his role as Dewey. As a huge fan of the Scream franchise, I began to live for the moments of relief when they'd say things like, "We got another one." Then out would come Dewey, stabbed 7,532 times, a true medical anomaly. So when that moment didn't come this time, I was heartbroken. Dewey wasn't really a support character. He led our main characters in more than just Scream 5, and was not only the most relatable character in any slasher film, but also the funniest and easiest to love. On behalf of David Arquette and all the Scream fans, thank you for this. No matter how many others almost die and don't, there will never be another Dewey. Thank you.
Well, that's Angel's professionalism putting us to shame as always. Fuck's sake. It's,
Always showing us up.
it's the You Run Podcast Horror Awards, not the fucking Golden Globes. But wow, good speech. Really, really good. We spoke at the beginning of the show that you voted for some of the categories. And one of the things you voted for is for some of the worst stuff on the horror spectrum. And with that, we created the prestigious
Hall of Shame.
I've got to say, though, there's quite a lot of films on here that I quite like.
There is. And the Hall of Shame is not just for films either. So this is open to anything. So anything can go in. It can be a movie. It can be a person. It can be whatever you want. I can't wait to hear what shit we got on this list. Mark, who are all the nominees?
So the nominees are Jack Frost 2, Halloween Kills, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, Men, Choose or Die, Cocaine Bear,
Ugh.
Halloween 4. You threw that one in there, didn't you?
Wasn't me.
And Silent Night, Deadly Night.
And the winner is...
Jack Frost 2.
Now, bizarrely enough, I reached out to the studio that created Jack Frost 2 and all of the cast, and none of them wanted to collect this award, this prestigious honour for their movie. I did get some responses. The studio said, thank you very much, and they're honoured to have accepted the award, but they're not going to come and collect it. So instead, the co-host of the You Run podcast, True Crime, Heather Silman, is going to collect it instead. Heather, put your wine down.
It is our pleasure to welcome all the way from Texas, the co-host of the You Run podcast, True Crime, Texas Twilight herself, Heather Silman.
I don't really know what to say. It's such an honor to actually get this award. Like, I will say that first I want to thank my Frosty Nips, my carrot sticks, and just thank you guys so much for creating winter and having me come back to life to murder a whole town. Thank you. Thank you.
And me interrupting speeches is probably why my mic should be off when I'm off camera. Apologies. Sorry, Heather. Really, really sorry. From the worst in show to one of the best in show.
Best slasher movie.
So for those of you who know me, know that slashers are my one true love when it comes to horror. It's my always go-to when I pick out a horror film, and there is a plethora of fantastic ones in our midst. However, within that midst is just a few select nominees for this evening, and those are...
Scream 5.
Pearl.
X.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Terrifier 2.
Megan.
Mithrigan.
Mithrigan.
And Halloween Ends.
And the winner is Terrifier 2 again.
Hey.
Tonight, as Scott explained earlier, Damien Leone cannot be here with us tonight as he is having a manicure and a pedicure, but we do not care. Well, we kind of do a little bit. But we have something better. It would have been nice for him to stop by, especially considering he won 2 awards this evening.
Exactly, and I did tell him that I would buy his beer all night long.
Yeah, he probably knows you're full of shit. Well, even though David Leone could not be here with us tonight, we do have something better. We have the heavily pregnant Queen of TikTok to collect this award. So welcome to the stage. This is Lady Crisis.
Fuck, this is going to take a while. You need to play that music a little bit longer.
Lady Crisis can be found on TikTok and Instagram, producing some of the best cosplays around. Her dedication to her craft is unmatched, and even in her heavily pregnant state is still knocking out top quality content.
Well, thank you very much for that, Mary. I probably should have asked if she had seen it before she accepted that award. Also, shameless plug for her merch. Well done.
Yeah, get it while you can.
Good for you. Speaking of shameless plugs, if Mary could do one, you're damn sight we can do one. YouRunPodcast.com. We got loads of stuff on there, loads of merchandise, loads of t-shirts, cups. Go and buy something. Also, Dubby Energy, our sponsor for tonight, who've laid on this fabulous spread of cheese sticks and mini cocktail sausages. So what more could we ask from them, really? Go to dubby.gg and use code URUN10 for 10% off. We've still got a lot to get through. Let's rock on.
Best Director.
Directors are like managers at work. If it's shit, they blame the talent. If it's good, they claim all the glory. But which one of the middle management that are nominated tonight are going to, or which one's going to win? And who did you nominate?
And the nominees are Ty West for Pearl,
Damien Leone, Terrifier 2.
Zach Krieger for Barbarian. Or is that Kreger?
I think it's Kreger. Go Kreger.
Are you sure?
No.
But I said Krieger, so we'll go with Krieger.
We'll go with
At least I'm
Krieger.
more professional than you.
One that Mark's going to be really happy about. David Gordon Green for Halloween Ends.
David Bruckner for Hellraiser.
And Carlita Pareda for Piggy.
And the winner is...
Mr. Ty West. Ty West is with us. So, Mr. Ty West, could you please come and collect your award? What do you mean you can't find him? You saw him going to the toilets with Cocaine Bear? Fuck's sake. Well, it looks like Ty West is busy at the moment. Maybe it's an audition for Cocaine Bear to become the next A24 prop. Anyway, huge congratulations to Ty West and to Pearl because it's a fabulous movie. Let's do one more and then we can get an act on because I need to find Ty West and Sea Bear before we start getting charged for damages.
Worst CGI. Also, if you don't pay me during the musical act, I am leaving and you can struggle without me.
Fuck me, these voiceover people are not happy. Honestly, why haven't you paid them?
I told you, you said you were paying them.
Fuck, we can pay her in the break. Well, we'll have to pay her during the musical intermission.
Are you paying it this time or am I?
I've spent all of my budget on beer. We'll work something out. It'll be fine.
What's in the Dubby budget? Have we got any of that left?
The dummy budget is cocktail sausages, which have all been consumed by Gareth at Video Tasties.
Shit.
Well, we'll be fine. CGI can make or break a movie. And for our nominees, it was the latter. The question is, who are they?
And the nominees are Pray for the Devil,
Smile,
Texas Chainsaw Massacre,
Mithrigan,
Jeepers Creepers Reborn,
and Barbarian.
And the winner is...
Jeepers Creepers Reborn.
I still haven't seen this.
You're not missing anything.
No, I think the third one was enough to put me off this franchise for life.
The third one, the new one, Reborn, makes the third one, honest to God, look like Silence of the Lambs.
Wow. Wow.
No one wanted to accept this award, and I don't want to dwell on it because the movie was shit. The CGI was shit as well. You know what isn't shit? A live musical act. We are delighted to bring you Out of Resistance with their track, Thunder Roaring.
Smoke off a loaded gun. One man lost in
A huge thank you to Out of Resistance for providing us with a well-needed rest from the awards and allowing me and Mark to go to the bar. We've got a slight issue. The voiceover team wanted to be paid more money after they realised what they were involved in. Now, an irrational outburst, as almost as crazy as saying Deep Blue Sea is better than Jaws, caused the voiceover team to leave.
You promised me we weren't going to do this tonight.
I'm not doing it. It was your emotional outburst. You told them to get fucked.
I'm talking about your Deep Blue Sea slander.
Well, you telling them to get fucked was almost as outlandish as saying Deep Blue Sea is better than Jaws. But it's fine. We found a replacement. And to be fair, the person should not have been their replacement. Should have been our first choice. Why didn't you do that first, Mark?
Don't blame this on me. I'm not taking the hit on this either. You can do the grovelling afterwards, not me.
I 100% will do. Over to the You Run podcast voiceover man, has been forever, will be forever, Mr. Imitation Dave.
Imitation Dave here, and just want to say I'm shocked, surprised, distraught, angry, sad, in denial, and finally acceptance. I went through all the classic stages. Seen a lot of shit in my time, but I didn't expect this from you guys. I don't know what to say anymore.
Dave, we're truly sorry. Mark, are you sorry?
I feel like this is kind of all on you a little bit.
I think you need to apologise too.
I'm sorry, Dave.
Okay, Dave, we're very, very sorry. Will you please announce the next award?
I suppose I'll let it go this time. I'm very upset. It's going to take at least seven pints to probably get over this, but then we'll go back to normal service. We'll resume. Best body in horror.
As we often discuss on the show, hot bods are a thing that comes up a lot, especially if they're nice boobs. They tend to get mentioned more than most other body parts. Thighs come up a lot.
Yeah, I still think you need to see someone about this thigh issue you've got going on.
Well, it's like KFC. The best bit's the thigh.
How did I know you were going to go down the kernel route with this?
Yeah, the legs of the breast and the thigh. The colonel knows the best bits.
Stop labelling chicken parts.
And then when you're done, you throw the bone in the greasy bucket.
Wow.
Too far?
Wow. Yeah, sorry for the start of the show, man.
I'll apologise to the audience. I'm terribly, terribly sorry. However, 2022 was a good year for good bodies. And there, you picked the best in show for the nominees. Who are the nominees?
So the nominees are Bill Skarsgård.
Is he still with Skelly?
I think so. Someone's getting lucky.
Rock on Skelly. Well done. Lauren Lavera. Oh.
That was the weirdest moan ever.
It was. I was excited.
Kid Cudi.
Or Tripod, as we referred to him on the episode. Melissa Barrera.
Mason Gooding.
And Andy Matichatichak.
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 And the winner is...
Mason Gooding.
Who's Mason Gooding?
Scream 5. Scream 6 also. Chad.
Oh, yeah, Hunky Chad.
Yeah, Hunky Chad.
Yeah.
Hunky Chad could not be here. He's busy probably doing something a little bit more high class than this event. He did get an invitation sent, but it was left undelivered. I wanted to get someone who's incredibly thirsty for some Mason loving to collect this award. And there's no one thirstier than my co-host over on YouTube. So welcome to the show. Welcome to the stage, Elise, Horror Review Girl.
Horror Review Girl is a horror movie reviewer on Instagram. She can also be found terrorizing Scott on our YouTube channel. She also appears to be stumbling to the stage, so brace yourselves.
Mason Gooding.
Who's Mason? Oh, definitely. Yeah, and do you know what? He's going to need to phone me to get the award, so I think as a Mason Gooding's body enthusiast, it's only right that I should accept this award on his behalf. And I don't know if you remember saying this, Mason Gooding, but you did say you call me, so just remember and do that and you can get the award, but there's nobody more deserving of this award than him. Really, really is a beautiful body that I think about on quite a regular basis, and I think I can speak for the horror community that like male bodies that would agree. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.
Someone's been drinking.
I love Drunk Elise.
I love Drunk Elise. I think it's best we just move on. we can't dwell on that. We'll move on. Horror villains are arguably the most integral part of a horror movie. Freddy, Jason, Michael Myers, without a doubt a reason to watch those franchises. But what about 2022? Who was the best villain in 22?
And the nominees are Vector, Stranger Things. Vector? Vecna, Stranger Things.
Yeah, Vector was Despicable Me.
I have a child. It's been a long week.
Art the Clown, Terrifier 2.
Chucky TV series.
Another one Mark will like. Corey Cunningham from Halloween Ends.
Michael Myers, Halloween Ends.
Ooh, Apprentice versus the Master.
Ooh.
And Hell Priest or Pinhead from Hellraiser. And the winner is
Art the Clown.
Ooh, 3 awards for Terrifier 2.
Cleaning house, you see.
They are absolutely cleaning house. Now, you all know Damien Leone can't be here because he's scuba diving off the coast of Cuba. But David Howard Thornton, well, he isn't here either. No, what can I say? Hollywood.
That pause you did for a moment made me kind of think you were going to pull him on for a second.
I did think I saw him earlier, but it wasn't. It was just one of our weird listeners dressed as Art the Clown in the toilet. So I got all excited. We've got someone better, 100% better. So welcome to the stage, BP of the Let's Talk Horror channel.
Let's Talk Horror is a horror podcast with a one-of-a-kind host. BP is not only entertaining and hilariously funny but pulls no punches, so be a creep and welcome BP to the stage.
Hi everyone, and DHT apologises. He couldn't accept this award himself, and after asking Damien Leone, the cast of Terrifier, the extras, his family, his dentist, the guy that works at Subway, his cousin's dog Cerebus, and God, he finally came round and asked me to accept this award on his behalf. Art the Clown, in such a short amount of cinema movie films, has already stood out and has become one of the new icons of horror. Perfectly casted and played by David Howard Thornton, this unpredictable, sadistic punk rock clown who has ruined mashed potato for so many of us has become a horror fan favourite with a smile that could light up a room. So congrats to DHT for creating a nasty clown that doesn't belong at any kids' parties, and well done to you all that voted for the deserved winner of the Best Villain Award.
Best Indie Horror.
Fucking hell, Dave. There's nothing like rattling around quick. He must want to get back to the bar. Yes, up next is Indie Horror Movie. And the nominees are...
I'm not going to try and pronounce that.
Skinamarink.
Terrifier 2.
The Welder.
Fresh.
Piggy.
And Christmas, Bloody Christmas.
And the winner is...
Fresh.
To collect this award, there is actually no one at all, which goes to prove what me and Mark have been saying since day one. No one works harder than independent filmmakers because they couldn't make it here to collect it. A huge congratulations to Fresh, But all of these movies are well worth a watch. Add them all to your watch list today.
Agreed.
Do that now.
Agreed.
What the fuck? Moment of the year.
Horror is the only genre that can genuinely cause people to recoil in terror. Also unique at doing something else. No other genre does this. I think you'll agree. No other movie will make you utter the 3 magic words, "What the fuck?" To give people some context to this, because it's in a podcast medium for the people who aren't here, who don't have the video screen, the people who are listening at home, I'm going to announce the nominee, and then you're going to briefly describe the scene that takes place for that. So the nominees are Got Milk, Barbarian.
So in this scene, this is the scene where we have the weird dude who I forget his name, who gets turned into a seal, as well as being killed by the Creeper in Jeepers Creepers 2, in a cave, sucking on hairy nipples.
Yeah, pretty much. Nailed it. Retail Therapy, Terrifier 2.
This is the sunglasses scene from Terrifier 2, in which Art the Clown is wearing sunglasses.
Yeah, a real what the fuck moment.
Yeah, so much so that even saying it out loud kind of made me think, why am I just mentioning the fact that Art the Clown is wearing sunglasses?
Bedtime Cuddle from X.
This is a scene that nobody needs to see, in which some very, very elderly man and woman have some weird, cuddly sex in a bed. Something that I didn't think the gentleman was going to make it out.
No, he did though. Fair play to him.
Yeah.
Happy Birthday Men, which I'll be honest, no one needs to see this scene. We're going to skip over it. It's gross and disgusting. Baby Maker, Terrifier 2.
Yes, this is like one of the most what the fuck moments I think I've seen in a long time. This film in general is quite a hard film to understand, especially if you watch the first and the second and try and piece together the logic behind any of it. And in the closing, I think it's a credit sequence scene, isn't it?
Yeah.
We have the lady from the first film who survived the vicious attack giving birth to Art the Clown's head. Nothing else, just his head, and holding it in his lap.
Yeah. And finally, Eddie Hull, The Sadness.
Don't make me do this one. Don't make me do this one, man.
Okay, we'll skip over Eddie Hull. I think everyone who's seen The Sadness knows exactly what scene that is. And if you haven't seen The Sadness, go and watch it. And the winner is
Eddie Hull from The Sadness. And like Scott said, if you have seen this film, you know exactly what we are talking about, and there would have only been one winner in that category.
Yeah. The trip for the cast and crew would have been very long to come and accept this award. In a twist in the format, I'm going to open this up to anyone. Anyone who's open to collect an award for a skull fucking scene. Anyone? Last offer? Going once? Going twice? No one wants to collect this award. Let's move on.
Hall of Fame inductee.
Tonight, we are delighted to open the doors to our very own Hall of Fame. This is open to movies, performers, characters, and even scenes. Like all the other awards tonight, the nominees were picked by you, and so are the winners.
And the nominees are Brad Dourif,
Linda Blair,
Crazy Ralph,
Mia Goth,
Robert Englund,
Phil Tippett,
John Carpenter,
and finally, Ghostface. All worthy of a spot in the hall. Also, whoever wins is going to be very lonely till next year when we do this again.
Yeah, whoever wins. People don't realise, but our Hall of Fame is literally a room where the person gets put and it gets locked.
At least next year they'll have company. I'm assuming we keep all the Hall of Famers there until we stop doing the show.
Until they die.
Until they die. That's very morbid.
It's very dark. It's a horror award. What did you expect? And the winner is
John Carpenter.
John Carpenter can't be here tonight. He's currently working out which one of his movies and part of his soul he's going to sell next. But I thought there couldn't be a better person to collect this award than our very own Mark.
I feel very honoured to accept this award on behalf of Mr. John Carpenter. I feel very privileged knowing that even a Halloween film or a Michael Myers associated award is going into the Hall of Fame. That must kill you, knowing that it's not Freddy related this year. Scott
Does a little bit.
Didn't even make the nominations either, did he?
Robert Englund did.
Yeah, but
yeah.
He's
Wes
not that
Craven.
ready.
Wes Craven wasn't in there. I was devastated when he wasn't.
No, it's been an honour to accept this award on his behalf. Unfortunately, it's a shame he couldn't be here tonight. But for all of you out there listening right now, just know that this award will be going on eBay shortly afterwards. So please DM me and I will send you the link.
Good, because that could probably pay some of the fucking bar bill we're racking up.
You're kidding. I'm hoping that's paying my taxi fare home.
Now, we've reached the part of the show where our guests here with us are suitably drunk and a little bit bored. So we decided to give everyone a little bit of fun. We do three-word review on the show every single week, and I wanted to do a 3-word review of our show. The list of people who contributed to this here tonight, who one person I walked past and they said, "You ugly fucker," so I'm assuming that was a 3-word review. The people who got involved here tonight and the people who got involved across our social media are all awesome. And yeah, here are our 3-word reviews. Creature Pod, Chunky Larry, they probably fucked. Well, not quite. Well, there was that one time. We won't talk about that. Anyway, Eric82, he gave us individual reviews. So he reviewed me, cancel-worthy jokes.
Definitely cancel-worthy jokes.
Yeah, he reviewed you. Try that again. Because you're constant stumbling and bumbling and then going back and starting from scratch. And then he reviewed us together for good measure. Fuddy-duddy fun haters. And then he added, long live Cocaine Bear.
Wow.
I feel attacked.
I mean, you are a bit of a fun sponge when it comes to good movies, so I kind of get that, but long live Cocaine Bear?
I know. Just bizarre. Heather is here tonight and not happy, Heather. Well, I'm happy, but I don't think Mark will be. This is aimed at you. My Mumbledore mate.
Makes it so much better that you even fluffed reading that out.
I did. Creepy History Class, otherwise known as Veronica or Horror Viking, the Podcast Kings.
Oh, that's very sweet.
Yeah, I thought so.
Why aren't all our listeners that nice?
I know. Spaceman and the Doll Podcast, pretty awesome guys.
Oh, thank you. That's nice.
And finally, with probably the most accurate description I've ever heard of us, Jim from Jim's Retro Emporium. He's over there drinking a beer. Pericunts.
Yeah, that one feels more at home.
Yeah. A huge thank you to everyone for not pulling your punches and not just going, "You're wonderful," and actually giving us some shit as well. You're all great. You're all wonderful. Jim, please stop drinking tequila. He's not going to stop, is he?
No.
No. Should we move on?
Please do.
Best Franchise Edition.
I hate the new Hollywood trend of setting out to make a franchise. They make a movie and they want to make 10 more on the back of it every single time. But we get countless additions to already established franchise, which is okay by me. And I'm guessing is okay by all of our listeners as they picked this category. They created this category. And this is category for the best franchise edition. Who are the nominees?
So the nominees are Orphan First Kill,
Prey,
Texas Chainsaw Massacre,
Terrifier 2,
Scream 5,
and Halloween Ends.
And the winner is
Prey.
very worthy winner, in my opinion.
Very worthy winner. Amber Midthunder, with her awesome name, is unable to join us this evening. But we've got a man who knows a thing or two about adding to franchises. And that is Mr. Bill Skarsgård. Welcome to the stage. The fuck do you mean he's left? He left for Skelly? Fuck's sake. It's not even funny. What a shit show. Bravo, Skelly. Well done. Could you not have waited 5 minutes? I bet his bar bill's ridiculous.
I'm not paying for that.
No, nor mine. Anyway, on that wonderful revelation, and again, well done, Skelly, it's time to talk about episode of the year.
Episode of the year.
Last year, we brought you 49 full episodes and a further 13 episodes of horror movie news, covering everything from new releases to classics from the past. This is over 150 hours of content, which I think mostly we're proud of it.
Yeah, I think so.
There's the odd one or two where I go, you nominated your 6 favourite episodes for episode of the year, and here they are.
Halloween 4.
Jack Frost 2.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Halloween Ends.
Terrifier 2.
And Scream 5.
And the winner is...
Halloween 4.
Oh, magical.
It is. Would you like to say a few words about Halloween 4 as you started this whole thing that become a thing?
Yeah, it's weird because I don't know how it became a thing.
No.
But like overnight, it just kind of exploded. I think you were just being mean as usual about Halloween 4, and then the troops just rallied around. And then the next thing I know, it came on the show. Well, I say the next thing I know, many reels and memes and constant badgering episode after episode, and then we got there.
Yeah, and literally, I was receiving DMs every day, even from like random people that I'd never spoke to before, and I've never spoken to since, going, "Do Halloween 4, you're being an arsehole."
It was a proper movement, wasn't it?
It really was, and
it was cool. It was cool. I'm pleased that this has won because this was my first real stab at taking charge on a show and sort of leading it because you were in a sulk.
Yeah.
So that's nice.
Yeah,
that's nice. I feel like I'm going to take full credit for this one.
Yeah, take all the credit you want for Halloween 4. I want nothing to do. I don't even want to be associated with this award.
That did not go down how I was expecting it to.
We're down to the final 4 awards of the evening. And then we can hit the after party and buy Dave lots of drinks for bailing us out of the shit.
Again, you're paying for that.
I'm paying for everything. Up next, we have
Kill of the Year.
As horror fans, we celebrate death probably more than we should, but the kills are so creative, impactful, and pivotal to our beloved genre, it's impossible to have an award ceremony and not give them some sort of limelight.
And the nominees are
Laurie Strode kills Michael in The Shredder.
Sienna decapitates Art the Clown.
Sydney and Gail kill Amber Freeman.
Riley Dandy kills Robo Santa.
Art the Clown bedroom scene.
And Ghostface kills Dewey Riley.
And the winner is...
Ghostface kills Dewey Riley.
This one still hurts.
It's still painful. Really, really is. Now, Ghostface died in Scream 5, and the latest Ghostfaces died in Scream 6. Spoilers. And with them not willing to reveal that Matthew Lillard is the Ghostface in Scream 7, we asked the lead singer of Out of Resistance to accept this award, or as you know him, Josh from A Nightmare on Woodsboro Lake.
Josh is a man who has it all: musical talent, looks, and a fabulous YouTube channel. He is making his way through the crowd and even signing autographs. What a great guy.
run podcast for this Kill of the Year award. Too bad it only took 28 fucking years for me to get it. I've been out here killing it since 1995. And I know what you're thinking. Ghostface, you didn't start killing until 1996. Wrong! I fucking killed Maureen Prescott. But thank you again for the award. I couldn't have done it without the help of all my victims.
A huge thank you to Josh. I love the fact he accepted it as Ghostface. Also, how can he breathe after that performance earlier? I'd be dead.
Yeah, me too. I don't have the lung capacity for that kind of thing.
No, jumping round, pyro, breathing in all the smoke from all the smoke. I'd be asleep.
It's an effort to keep going back on the stage, I'll be honest.
It is. Do you know what? Next time we do it, we're not going to do the on and off shit because we're just going to linger in the background. I'll get us 2 chairs.
Yeah, that would be nice. Make sure they're like Lazy Boy. If you can get massage chairs as well. See if we've got the budget for massage chairs.
Should we get 2 Lazy Boy massage chairs and just like sit back and recline and switch the massager on when people come up?
Yeah, in fact, let's just get those and then not even stand up when we do it. We can just do it from the chair.
Yeah, we can get the mics fixed. Yeah, okay. Next year we're leveling up.
Best found footage movie.
Found footage for me is the most wonderful subgenre that we have. Accessible to everyone and no need to buy expensive equipment to make a movie. It allows people to tell story in a medium that everyone can get access to, me included. It's with you now, out 25th of August.
Wow.
What?
Come on, man. That was about as shameless as it gets, wasn't it?
Pretty much. Do you want to announce the nominations? I feel like I've been shamed publicly.
You should. You just go and hide behind the curtain. I'll take this next one.
Okay.
And the nominations are the Andy Barker tape, Deadstream, VHS 1999, He's Watching. And the winner is, as if there is any doubt, is Deadstream. Scott, you can come back now.
Oh, can I? You sure?
Yeah, I feel like enough time's passed.
Okay. To accept the award for Deadstream, I would like to welcome to the stage the creator of the Sinister Scoop website, Tasha.
The Sinister Scoop website gives creators a way to showcase themselves to the world. A great supporter of everything horror, welcome Tasha to the stage.
She's gone to Disneyland. Do you mean she's not here? Oh, mate. Well, Tasha seems to have gone on vacation. She was meant to be here. I'm sure I saw her earlier. I'm sure I did. She's gone to Disneyland.
Is that what they're saying? I'm sure I saw her leave with Skelly and Bill.
Maybe Bill is now Disneyland.
He is Disneyland.
He is the best ride in the park. We're never doing this again. No more awards. Anyway, go and give the Sinister Scoop a follow. Check out Tasha. She's awesome. Come to Disneyland. The fuck?
Best leading performance.
As with all great horror movies, they would be nothing without their leading role. This category is to single out the most important person to showcase horror in the year 2022.
And the nominees are
Amber Midthunder, Prey.
Melissa Barrera, Scream 5.
Lauren Laverne, Terrifier 2.
Anya Taylor-Joy, The Menu.
Jamie Clayton, Hellraiser.
Amir Goth from Pearl.
And the winner is
Mia Goth, Pearl. Not a single male nominated either.
It's a very female-dominated
Who runs
genre.
the world, girls?
Why would you do that?
I don't know. I'm taking the award for this because everyone's either too drunk or past caring by now. Mia Goth's performance in Pearl is nothing short of Oscar worthy and so well deserved. She delivered a psychotic killer who you couldn't quite help but root for her. And I can't wait to see what she brings in Maxine later this year. Final one. It's the big one.
And the nominees are
Nope.
Barbarian,
Hellraiser.
Fresh.
I love that Halloween Ends is everywhere. Halloween Ends.
It's not won a single award yet, though. Scream 5.
Pearl.
And Terrifier 2.
And the winner is Terrifier 2. For our last award, I wanted to get someone who loved this movie unconditionally and someone who had an exceptional taste in shark movies. And as Jordana from Pretty Killer Podcast loves Jaws and Terrifier 2, she takes the win.
Jordana, as pointed out by Scott, has exceptional movie taste. You can hear her share her passion wherever you get podcasts by searching Pretty Killer Podcast.
Good evening, my name is Jordana and I'm the host of Pretty Killer Podcast. I'm thrilled to be here to accept the award for Best Horror Movie of 2022. Sadly, Damien could not be with us tonight, but it is an absolute honor to stand in for him. First off, I'd like to thank Damien for creating this horror masterpiece. His practical effects are insane. The way that he curated each kill scene and the cinematography of the movie is brilliant. The cast, the crew that brought the story to life, chef's kiss. And last but certainly not least, the mesmerizing score that tickled our ear holes the whole time. I mean, what can I say? It's all of it. The perfect puzzle pieces fit together for this one. Secondly, David Howard Thornton for portraying Art the Clown and bringing another level of art to us in this one. For someone who doesn't speak, he really came through on so many levels, and he is, in my opinion, the new slasher of our generation. You can definitely tell that this was Damien's love letter to the horror community, and clearly the feeling was very much mutual. This was my top pick of 2022, and I suggest if you have not seen it yet to go check it out. I'd like to thank Scott and Mark for giving me this opportunity to accept this award. They knew how much this movie, meant to me, so I'm so happy that I got to represent it and accept the award. So thank you, everyone, and have a great night.
Oh, look at Jordana making us all super professional right at the end of the night.
Tell someone's not been drinking.
No, she has. She's that professional when she's drunk. It's ridiculous.
I wish I had that talent.
Anyone who listens to our show knows what we're like. Anyone who listens to Jordana, she's like 18 bottles of Merlot in, and she's like, and in this scene, this happened, and it was this, and she's so professional. Well done, Jordana. You're great. So that's it. That is the 2022 awards brought to you in the middle of 2023. That's how professional we are. A huge thank you.
It seemed doomed from the start.
But everyone does their awards in January. We do ours in May.
Right. Well, let's see if we can book those chairs for January next year.
I'm thinking just keep it May. Let's book them for May next year.
Yeah, own it. Let's just own our mistakes.
Let's own our incompetence. A huge thank you to our sponsor, W Energy, who hasn't joined us tonight. They sent us like £35 voucher for M&S that we bought like 8 things with. But hey ho, go support them. W.GG. Use code URUN10 and we get like 3p.
I'm still amazed that you managed to buy 8 things with £35 from M&S.
I did. I went to the reduced section. It's like everything has expired by the time it went out on the tables.
Yeah, that explains why it tastes like cardboard.
Yeah, exactly that. A huge thank you to everyone who's joined us here tonight. And most of all, thank you to everybody listening around the world. And I can say that with confidence now, because as of yesterday, we are listened to in 47 countries.
What?
I know. 47 countries. I'm going to pick some of the countries that I never thought we'd be listened to in, just to share with you and everyone here. I know you all want to go home. Tough. We are listened to in Belarus. We are listened to in South Africa.
Why did you do a weird accent at the end then when you said South Africa?
I don't know, South Africa.
You can't get us cancelled this close to the end.
I've got South African friends. I could do that. South Africa. Pakistan. Uzbekistan. United States, Canada, obviously. The United Kingdom, obviously. Do you want to know the strangest place we are listened to?
Yes.
North Korea.
Imagine if it was one of the Kim Jong-uns.
Oh.
Just sat there around a political table talking about nuclear weapons.
Kim Jong,
listening to me and you.
Yeah, Kim Jong, if you're listening, drop us a voicemail. You know how to do it. It's really, really easy. All you need to do is send us a voice note on Instagram or record a TikTok. That would be even better. Record a TikTok. I'll make that a video episode if you record us a TikTok. A huge thank you to everyone for listening. We're back in our normal format next week, and we take on The Lost Boys.
Amazing.
Yeah. It went in the first poll for the very, very, very first ever episode of what was Home of Halloween's horror podcast.
We've had it in numerous polls actually over the year.
Yeah, on the episode, I'll tell you how many. It's devastating how long it's taken. Yeah.
I can't believe it. I can't believe we're only just getting around to this film.
Until then, have a lovely week. Thank you so much for joining us at the awards, and we will catch you very, very soon. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Before I forget, you want to die tonight?
The cheaper, nastier, the better for me.
Would you have stayed after this?
Sorry, man, I was completely off guard there.
He's in his coffin. He's the undead.
This was the best bit of the film.
This is not the last time someone's going to steal your man.
Yeah, Mark's not a nice guy.
But you didn't notice this scene. It looks like he's got an extra leg.
Yeah, I've got nothing. I've literally got nothing here. Surely that'd be even worse. The more listeners we have, the worse that's going to be.
Yeah, but I would just get a new phone.
Oh, I tell a lie, actually. Yeah, because we used to have teletext.
Art the Clown makes Michael Myers and Jason Voorhees look like pussies.
I can only assume that this was due to budgetary reasons and they couldn't afford enough extras.
Are you going to have Busta Rhymes in your list of characters?
Mate, I can't believe you don't know Idle Hands.
I'm going to ram my foot down his fucking throat. It was awesome.
It fucking wasn't awesome.